This neighborhood it got its good and its bad. Like this neighborhood is a lot of opportunity, but at the same time, it's a lot of things that will pull you down. It's a lot like it's drug infested, so like that can pull you down, as well as crime that can pull you down, as well as selling drugs and doing drugs or stealing or killing or whatever.
I never had a father figure. I had to teach myself how to grow up. They always told my mom, can't teach your son how to be a man. A man has to teach him, but I had to teach myself everything I know. Seen much, but growing up, witnessed a lot of things, poverty, family going through a lot of things, this and that. But for some reason, I just don't want to like talk about that though.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah.
That's pretty rough. I mean, you see a lot of drug dealers, a lot of fights, a lot of violence. It's just dangerous, you know. But I kind of, you know, you try not to associate yourself with that. You try to just do the best you can, but you see it all over the place. You know, you go down to you know, Kensington and Somerset, and you can't walk down. You know, you can't walk around without someone trying to sell you dope. You know, you can't look at the ground without seeing a needle or a bag. So it's rough.
All my life I was told I couldn't do it, was told that I was stupid, was told that I was foolish, dreams is something I'm pursuing. Yeah, I'm back now, monster motor tech now, bitches use the front, I bet you they gon' wanna check.
Kensington, Philadelphia. Falling in the lower northeast section of the city, this neighborhood was at one point one of the city's leading industrial districts. But after deindustrialization took hold in the area of the 1950s, Kensington has since become a hotbed of poverty, crime, and drugs. In 2007, Steve Volks of Philadelphia Weekly listed the intersections of Kensington Avenue and Somerset Street as the #1 drug corner in the city. Children growing up in here have little to look forward to and even fewer ways to get out. Now in its second year, the Kensington Tigers football team serves the Kensington multiplex of high schools and its population of 1,500 students, as well as Carroll High School in Port Richmond and other charter school students who live in the area. Founded by Fishtown native Coach Ellwood Erb, the program's primary goal is to instill the ideals of academic achievement, personal responsibility, and community pride into its players, and become a beacon of hope in a community whose youth need that more than anything.
Growing up here, I always wanted to play football, but all they had was soccer. You know, it's a cheap sport. You know, you can just shin pads, ball, goal. Football is very expensive.
Erb grew up in Fishtown, the neighborhood next to Kensington. It knows what life for a youth is like when growing up under the L.
You know, growing up around these areas, you don't have a whole lot of options. You know, you're playing basketball, or you're drinking, or you're smoking, or you got your lot of, growing up around here, you got a lot of friends, and a lot of friends can take you a lot of different ways. Before I left for Hawaii, I started the basketball league at the Fishtown Rec. That was after a kid named Jason Sweeney was murdered by his own friends. That's one of the saddest stories. I just relate to that so much. You know, they took him back to the river on false pretenses, and then his own friends beat him to death with a hatchet and a hammer, and they stole his money.
Soon after graduating college, Ellwood set out to Hawaii to join his cousin in an artistic business venture. But it wasn't long before the pounding of the waves on the shore reminded him of the comforting buzz of I-95 and the growl of the L. Erb returned to his roots, an area that's been the home of 4 generations of Ellwood Erbs.
You know, it's like, you know what, I want to go back and become a teacher.
When Erb returned to Philadelphia, he accepted a position as a substitute teacher in Kensington High School, one of the most violent and dangerous schools in the Philadelphia School District. This was the first step in accomplishing his goal of bringing football to Kensington.
I've been pushing for this program for 6-7 years. So these are the kids that I was promising when they were freshmen that one day, guys, you're going to have a football team. So then we get a JV program. I can't look these kids in the eye and tell them, sorry, guys, you can't play.
In 2011, Erb's dream became a reality as the Kensington Tigers successfully established a junior varsity team and compiled an impressive record of 8-1. More importantly, he successfully gave the gift of football to the kids who desperately needed something and someone to look up to.
Football is not like given, it's a privilege. I mean, it's something I gotta earn, and I think I'm letting people down with like smoking and drinking, and, like messing up my body. So don't do it.
You know, it's a war. You're not. You know, it's completely different. You know, when you're watching football, you can see that they're down there, but you can't see what's going on when you're in it, man. It's special.
The Tigers' first game of their sophomore season pitted them against Furness High School in South Philadelphia.
Let's bring it in. How do we spell fun, fellas? How do we spell fun? W-I-N! How do we spell fun? W-I-N! Let's go, baby, let's go!
The Tigers started off the game by kicking off to Furness.
Let's go, Dan! Hey, get your mouthpieces in! Mouthpieces in! Let's go, Lou. Hey, yo! All right. Good kick, buddy.
Furness came out in their spread offense and attempted to air out the ball with a vertical passing attack. But good defense and physical play by the Tigers secondary caused an incompletion on the opening play from scrimmage. Kensington defense forced the punt, but a fumbled exchange had the Tigers moving backwards. After the initial mental lapse, Kensington found themselves moving the ball, thanks to a balanced running game featuring the tandem of number 2, Jolie Milton, and number 15, Dejan Reason. But another miscue with ball security saw the Tigers turning the ball over to Furness. Following the turnover, Furness drove the ball all the way to their goal line, when number 51, Randy Sforza, made the game's first big play.
I didn't. That was beautiful.
When Kensington returned to offense after the interception, quarterback, number 11, Felix Rodriguez, unleashed the long ball, completing a seam pattern to number 10, Rafiq Johnson. But they couldn't capitalize, as the drive stalled and Furness began to take control of the game, scoring the game's first points on a deep pass play. Furness's 2-point conversion was no good, bringing the game to halftime.
What we got to do is stay together as a team. And I want to see people firing off the ball. I want to see people getting in those gaps. I want to see people wrapping up. I want to see some more turnovers. They want to throw the ball? Where's my secondary at? Knock it down, get interceptions, get in there, fellas. Come on, bring it in, Tigers on 3. Let's go, fellas. Second half.
Second half on 3. Second half on 3. Hand up.
1, 2, 3, second half!
Return team on me, return team.
They grabbed my head and everything. Grab my helmet. Somebody grabbed my foot.
The Tigers received the kick to open the second half with a big return from number 2, Jolie Milton. And they continued their ground assault with number 15, Dejan Reason, showing his agility. But some trickery almost backfired for Kensington, forcing them to punt after a fake pass dropped to the turf. However, the Tigers' defense stepped up once more as number 12, Chris Dantzler, snatched the team's second pick of the game and returned it across midfield. Despite another gift from the defense, Kensington struggled to produce points, and Furness retook the field on offense. The sidelines motivation wasn't enough when Furness broke the game open with a monster run, taking the 2-possession lead with a touch and a successful 2-point play.
We got work to do, fellas. Don't get your heads down. Come on now. Stay together as a team. Stay together. Pick each other up. I don't want to change nothing.
Y'all put a good ass angle on that board.
Last-ditch offensive efforts weren't enough for the Tigers as the Hail Mary pass found no receiver. Despite the defeat, Erb maintained that his team remains positive and focused and learn from the loss rather than get upset over it.
Guys, there's a lot of good positives today. A lot of positives, okay? Orlando had a meanest hit of the season. Let's clap that up. We're talking about my man Lou over here saving us twice in the puck game. Okay? We got Randy with an interception and Chris with an interception. All right? And we got Jolie coming in here just tearing stuff up. Okay? But here's the deal. We got to be out there tomorrow. Okay? After school, we're on the field by 3:30. Okay? We got to start putting more work in up there, fellas. Everyone get out. Tomorrow we're having a spaghetti dinner at practice. As a team. Yeah. Okay, as a team. All right, so guys, I don't want to see no one's head down tomorrow or tonight. We lost. Okay? We lost. Okay, but you know what it is? You know what it is? We're going to pull together. We're going to practice. We're going to come out next week. My leaders are going to step up, and we're going to lead, and we're going to win, and we're going to fight. Because we're from Kensington, and we don't give up ever. And I'm proud of you guys today for not giving up. Clap that up. Yeah. Clap that up. Bring it in. Bring it in.
Exactly. We're going to get better.
Tomorrow we got practice, man. We got practice.
Coach V need to shape up.
Tigers on 3. 1, 2, 3. Tigers!
In his time as Kensington football's head coach, Ellwood Erb has not only given the kids of Kensington a football team, but also a support system and a rock to hold on to and confide in. He's more than just a coach to these kids.
Coach Erb, he really energetic, and he always give you the extra push, even when you feeling down and like you feel as though like you shouldn't be practicing today, and you know you did something wrong in class or something. He go out there and tell you that it's okay. He gonna help you out in your class, and whatever you need, extra teammates for help and whatever. He always there to push you, and he always give you that positive attitude. And no matter what, you could be the maddest person as ever, but he always there to put that smile on your face. No matter how mad you are with a teammate, a coach, or whatever, he always there to put that smile on your face and to push you and lead you in the right direction. So I'm thankful for my coach.
He's like, I can't say father, like that crazy uncle who's always there for you, but like pumps you up and always wants you to do better for yourself.
Never have I thought a father. I just thought about an older best friend. Because if I ever had to ask somebody something inside of him or any of the other coaches, but it's hard to ask another coach when Erb gives you like his like opinion, like positive opinion. He's not going to tell you something that he might want me to hear. He tells me what he thinks, not what he thinks I want to hear.
Coach Erb is like a hero to us. Without him, we would never have football. He was the one who he was actually the one who started planning to get football into our school. And ever since he got football, to me, he's like a hero.
And you know, coach is kind of amazing because he's spending all of his money, you know, and he's putting all of his time, and you know, just really working with us.
It's one of the saddest things to me is to see kids just fall to the wayside because they don't have anyone to connect with. And I think football really helps some of these more quiet kids, you know, that may not have a lot of self-confidence. But when you put pads on them and, you know, you teach them and you give them that, you know, that fire in them, that, you know, they understand that they can do something. They have power. They are enabled. They are, you know, capable. And from there, sky's the limit.
While most of Kensington's football players have limited experience, only 4 players are seniors, and the vast majority are playing football for the first time this season. The game has already left a lasting impact on them.
Right now, football in school is my life right now, so that's all I'm focusing on is football in school.
You take a kid who's only seen drug dealing and he's only seen a bunch of drug addicts, and you put him on a football field and you show him leadership, and you show him, you know, you better work with these people, because if they don't like you, you're gonna get hurt, and if you don't like them, you're gonna be angry and you're not gonna do your job, and then somebody else is gonna get hurt and you're gonna get cut. You know, if you want to play on this team, you gotta do things right, and it changes people. So like, being a part of that and offering that to this community, I think that's special.
Any word you could describe, it's everything. I'm not going to say a word. is everything. I can't say anything. After school, look, I'm a senior. I get out at 12:42. First thing I do, I go straight home. Don't talk to anybody. Go straight home, get my stuff, get my equipment ready, come straight over here. Right here, I go straight home. I have a school transpass. School transpass ends at 7. I only have 2 hours to get from here to my house, which is only take about 45 minutes. From then, I was just think football. I love this team so much, I actually made this team in Madden.
Looking forward, the Kensington Tigers are currently working on creating a varsity team, something they hope to have by 2014. Erb proudly calls this vision Friday Night Lights under the L.
I believe that football is a rare sport that no matter what denomination, religion you are, what color skin you have, like this is an American game. Like everyone loves football, you know. It's something that both sides of the tracks from all over the place can come on a Friday night under the L here. Friday Night Lights under the L, and watch our young people work together to achieve a goal. Friday Night Lights under the L. You know, my hope is that 100 years from now, it's still going on. You know what I mean? And generations of kids go by and say, my grandpa, my great-grandfather was on the first team. You know, that's really what it comes down to.
Despite the team's underdog status, a stigma that comes along with anyone who grows up in Kensington, Erb has one message to say to all his doubters.
Look out. Kensington's coming. You know, Kensington's coming.
All my life I was told I couldn't do it, was told that I was stupid, was told that I was foolish, dreams is something I'm pursuing. Yeah, I'm back now, monster mode attack now. Bitches use the front, I bet you they gon' wanna chat now. Only thing that's relevant is how my cheddar spin illuminate the minds of the young Con Edison. Just a young visionary trying to hold his own. Life flipping up the birds while I throw some stone. Life a deadly struggle, built it from a